Good morning, everyone. I am Yvonne Lynn Villamor, a reporter of Group 6, and today we will be discussing about visual arts and crafts. In this lesson, you will know about the definition of visual arts and crafts as well as their examples. So first, let us talk about the visual arts. Visual arts refers to anything that can be visually perceived and interpreted, such as drawings, sculptures, and paintings. So, meaning to say, visual arts are art forms that can be visually seen and interpreted with our own eyes. And these art forms expresses emotions, ideas, thoughts, or stories through visual elements. And now, let us talk about the three examples of visual arts, which are paintings, sculptures, and drawings. So let us talk about the painting. So a painting is defined as the process of applying paint or another medium to a solid surface, usually a canvas. So paints or other forms of colors are commonly applied to using a paintbrush. So for sure, all of us have already seen a painting. So like the example we provided, we have here the Whitfield Cypresses and the Starry Night by Vincent van Gogh. Second, we have the sculpture. So a sculpture is the act, process, or the art of carving or cutting hard substances, modeling plastic substances, or casting melted metals into works of art. So when we say sculpture, it is the art of creating three-dimensional arts through molding, shaping, carving materials like stone, clay, plastic, or metal. So we have here an example we provided. The first picture is the Madonna della Pieta and the second one is David. Both sculptures were made by Michelangelo. And for the third one, we have the drawing. So a drawing is a form of a visual art in which an artist uses instruments to mark paper or other two-dimensional surface. So when we say drawing, it is the art of making marks on a surface or a paper using tools such as pencils, pens, or charcoals. So an example of a drawing is a sketch or a doodle. Since we have already talked about the visual arts, including its examples such as paintings, sculptures, and drawings, now let us talk about the types of visual arts which will be discussed by the next reporter of Group 6.
Good day everyone. At this juncture is I am going to tackle all about the types of visual arts. So there are three types of visual arts. We have the decorative arts, commercial arts, and fine arts. So let's discuss them one by one. First we have decorative arts. So when we say decorative arts, those were the arts or craft whose aim is the design and manufacture of objects that are both beautiful and functional. So that means that decorative arts focus on the creation of objects that combine aesthetic appeal with functionality. So these arts aim to make everyday items beautiful, often showcasing intricate designs and excellent craftsmanship. So decorative design, you just have to take note of the word beautiful and functional. So the best example for this one, as you have seen on the screen, you can see there the ceramics. So example, a hand-painted porcelain vase. So why is a vase considered as a decorative art? That is because the vase serves a functional purpose for holding the flowers and also being a decorative piece that enhances the beauty in our room. So another, we have there the furniture design. So example for that one is a carved wooden rocking chair with ornate patterns. So why is the chair considered as a decorative design? Simply because the chair is a practical use for sitting and also an art piece showcasing the craftsmanship skill and adding the elegance to a space. Okay, now let's move on to another type of visual art. the commercial arts. So when we say commercial arts, those were the arts of creative services referring to art created for commercial purposes, primarily advertising. So that means that commercial arts are created for business purposes, primarily to attract attention, convey messages, or sell products. So the art is designed to be visually impactful and strategically aligned with a marketing goal. So the best example for this one is the billboards. So let's just say a colorful McDonald's billboard featuring a burger. So why is that considered as a commercial art, man? That is because of the eye-catching design and vibrant imagery that instantly communicate the brand and its product, making it as an effective advertising tool. Another is a magazine advertisement. So let's just say a skincare ad in Vogue magazine with a stunning model and eye-catchy slogan. So why is that considered as a commercial art again? So that is because that advertisement uses a visual appeal to promote a product that directly linking art to a commercial objective. Of course, in a magazine advertisement, there were models and slogan. Those were just the two things that pushes the consumer to buy a specific product. That is how commercial arts work. Okay, now let's have the last type of visual art, which is the fine arts. So when I say fine arts, that is a broad category of creative expression that includes visual, performing, and literary arts. So that means that fine arts prioritizes creative expression that focuses on aesthetics, intellectual depth, and emotional resonance. So always remember that fine arts, they are often created for appreciation rather than function. So example for this one is a painting of a lion, just like what you have seen on the screen. So why is that considered as fine arts? That is because a colorful lion symbolizes strength, protection, and unity, and as we all know that each color has its own symbol. So another is a Mona Lisa by Leonardo da Vinci. So that masterpiece is considered also a fine art because of its artistry, technical skill, and ability to evoke emotion. And yeah, that is considered as a fine arts. Next, we have theater. So example of theater is a Shakespeare Hamlet. So why is that considered as a fine arts? That is because that plays combines storytelling, acting, and stagecraft to create a rich immersive experience. And the last one, which is the dance. So why dance is considered as a fine arts? Dance is considered as fine arts because it is a form of creative expression that uses rhythm, movement, and performance that conveys emotions, tells stories, or explore abstract ideas. And yeah, that is all for the three types of visual arts. So to continue our topic, I will just have a quick introduction of what is meant by craft. So the term craft denotes a skill usually employed in branches of the decorative arts, example, ceramics, or in an associated artistic practice, example, lace making. So a key feature of craft is that they involve a high degree of hands-on craftsmanship or handicraft, rather than just skill with a machine. So that means that craft refers to handmade items created through skilled manual techniques, and also it is often serve practical purposes but also hold aesthetic value that emphasizes hands-on craftsmanship rather than mass production. So ang kaning craft, it is you are making something using your bare hand only. You are not using any machine. So that is craft. So there are types of craft which are textile, wood craft, paper craft, pottery and glass craft, and lastly jewelries. So this type will be discussed by Miss Jocelyn Milor.
Good day everyone, I am the last reporter and I'll be discussing about the types of crafts. Let's start with textile. So textile is a process of creating something using fibers gained from sources like plants, animals, insects, or synthetic materials. So textile crafts involve creating items using fibers from plants like cotton, or in animals like wool or silk, or in insects like silk from silkworms, or even synthetic materials like polyester or nylon. So these fibers are woven, knitted, crocheted, or sewn to produce fabric or other creations. So, textile crafts are all about making things from threads or fibers. For example, when you knit a sweater, or sew a dress, or weave a piece of cloth, you're doing a textile crafts already. So the materials used came from the nature, like cotton from plants or wool from sheep, or be made by humans like polyester. Okay? So the second one is the woodcraft. So woodcraft is a skill and practice in anything relating to the woods and especially in maintaining oneself and making one's way in the woods. So woodcraft involves the skill of and practice of working with wood to create or maintain things. It can include making objects like furniture, decorative pieces, tools, or even repairing things using wood. So, here are some specific examples of wooden crafts. First is the lacquerware. So, lacquerware, it is a coating wooden items with layers of lacquer to make them shiny and durable. It is often with intricate designs also. So the next one is the wood carving. So it is using tools to carve shapes or design into the wood, like making a sculptures or decorative panels. So the last one is the wood turning. It is shaping wood on a spinning lathe to create round objects like balls, handles, or legs of the chair. So, woodcraft is about creating or fixing things using wood. It can be simple as carving a name into a piece of wood, or as complex as making wooden sculpture or a table. It's not just about art, it can also involve practical skills like building or repairing things in the woods. Okay? So, the third one is the papercraft. So papercraft is a collection of craft using paper or card as the primary artistic medium for creation or two or three-dimensional objects. So papercraft refers to creating art or objects using paper or cardboard as the main material. It can involve cutting, folding, gluing, or layering paper to produce both flat or 2D or raised 3D designs. So here are types of paper craft. The first one is paper modeling. So making 3D models or objects by cutting and assembling pieces of paper like you can build paper airplanes, animals, or even buildings using templates and glue. The second one is the collage. So it is cutting out pieces of colored and textured paper and arranging them into a design or artwork on a flat surface. And the last one is the origami. It is folding paper into shapes without using glue or cutting, like making a crane or a flower. Paper craft is also making fun or beautiful things using paper. You can create a flat picture or even a three-dimensional shape, just what I have said earlier. All you need is just materials like paper, scissors, and glue. It's just simple, affordable, and allows for endless creativity. Okay? So the next one is the pottery and glass craft. So it is the art and skill of creating various objects such as pottery, sculptures, glassware, and stained glass items using clay and glass as the main materials. So pottery and glass craft involve making items using clay or glass as the main materials, right? So these crafts combine artistic skill with techniques like molding, shaping, and heating to create decorative or functional objects. So here are some types of pottery and glass craft. The first one is the ceramics. So it is objects made from clay that are shaped, dried, and baked in a kiln. So examples are plates, mugs, or flower plats. So the next one is glass blowing. It is shaping melted glass by blowing air into it through through a tube to create items like vases or glass ornaments. The next one or the last one is the glass bead making. It is heating glass rods to create small beads for jewelry, decorations, or even accessories. So, pottery is about shaping clay into objects like bowls, cups, or sculptures, then hardening them by baking. While on the other hand, glasscraft is about heating glass until it melts and then shaping it into items like like vases or decorative pieces. Pottery and glass crafts teach patience, creativity, and technical skills. For example, students could create personalized mugs as gifts or small glass beads for making accessories. These crafts are fun and allow students to create or express themselves while learning about traditional art techniques. Okay? So the last one is the jewelries or the jewelry craft. This includes with metal work involving processes like embossing, repoussé work, engraving, and enameling. Types include champlivé, bastelier, cloisonné, plaque adore, granulation, and filigree decoration. So, jewelry craft involves creating decorative items like rings, necklace, bracelets, or earring using metals and other materials. It includes various artistic techniques to shape, design, and decorate jewelry pieces. So, here are some techniques in jewelry making. The first one is engraving. So engraving is carving or cutting designs into the surface of metal. For example, names or patterns are etched onto a silver ring or a pendant. The second one is the repoussé. So it is shaping metal from the back to create a raised design on the front. So, an example for that is a flower pattern on a metal cuff bracelet is made by hammering the back of the metal. And the last one is the embossing. It is similar to repoussé but creates a raised design by pressing or stamping the metal from the front. This technique is often used to add patterns to metal pendants or plates. So, jewelry craft is about making beautiful accessories by working with metals and other materials, okay? So, techniques like engraving to add fine details, repoussé to create raised designs by working from the back, and embossing to that pushes patterns into the metal from the front. So these methods allows artists to create intricate and unique jewelry pieces. So jewelry crafting teaches creativity and attention to detail. So, for example, students can use basic tools to create their own engraved keychains or embossed pendants, making personalized gifts or accessories while exploring the art of design. Visual arts and crafts are more than just creative expressions. They are the reflections of our culture, history and individuality. So from painting and sculpting to crafting textiles, pottery, and jewelry, these forms of art showcase human skill and imagination. Engaging in visual arts and crafts not only enhances creativity but also develops patience, problem-solving skills, and attention to detail. So as we explore these diverse crafts, we uncover the beauty of turning simple materials into meaningful and beautiful creations. Whether as a hobby, a profession, or a way to relax and express oneself. So visual arts and crafts inspire us to see the world from a more creative and appreciative perspective. Okay? Got it? Okay. So, that's all for our reporting, and thank you so much for watching and listening.